I think that was a win too. Still out of. I guess he had heat wave still. I don't know. Elves. Prestige. Hey man, it can happen to anyone. You know how easy it is to not pay attention to Gwent?
Look what the werecat dragged in.
Dude. I probably don't want to play this into Bowman, but here we are. Yep, Stream Raiders is still a thing. Especially with chat here to distract me. I probably would have done the same thing without chat, but yeah. Chat certainly doesn't help. I mean, Vampire with Haunt. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. Yeah, SK seems to have fallen out of favor. The win rate's dropping on Pro Ladder too. Not really sure what happened there.
No existence, no such thing.
Might just be decks that are good against it or gating popularity. Maybe the Rage of the Sea nerf was bigger for the faction than I thought. We'll probably take a detour to look at data at some point. Well, yeah, everything got nerfed in relation. So Hunger's going to seem better. Skellige lost Rage of the Sea. NR lost 3 provisions. Also, Hunger gained a provision on Frost. Like, the power level of decks is always relative.
Your deepest, darkest dreams, I can make them real.
Yeah, the thing... Well, Rage of the Sea was obviously a big nerf, but the idea was that the other Skellige leaders weren't very far behind. So Skellige would still be fine. I guess the Greatsword nerf happened, too. That's felt pretty relevant when I played against SK. Might have had something to do with it as well. But just people were already playing Patricidal Fury and Blaze of Glory last season. So even if it makes them move away from that, the Rage of the Sea leader, there's still something in the faction that wasn't changed. I mean, between Greatsword, Stunning Blow, and losing the main leader, you could see how that sort of adds up. Monsters has a lot of points. I don't know if I'd ever say Monsters has all the tools, but they've got a lot of points. And really, not much else matters.
I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah, I mean, Reddit underestimated Uprising too. And said Imposter was broken, and I'm sure they said Imprisonment was broken too. But I don't remember that one as much.
Let it forth to one. You stand no chance.
I just jam Ori. play into the Feign Death. I'll jam Ori next turn. Points. No, my points.
Time for you to die, Dwan.
Can't even use leader charges, right? Doesn't this not work? Maybe if I pass quick enough, he won't realize that didn't actually work. Still has Verno, still has Eastingram. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Needs 9, 10 here. That's only 8. Oh, this thing. Okay. Oh. That thing wasn't enough. Silly me, assuming he did the math. You have melee to reveal.
Any last words?
Alt F4 after that kind of game. After getting vampiled, you Alt F4. So what, I have a Heatwave. Just 'cause you can't count. Fair. Fair, fair. How do I beat this leader? They only play like 3 units all game. I feel naturally countered. Why are there so many Thorn Whips? You really just had to be here. It was a weird night. I can't bleed that. Explain for you. Thornwhip is a mod, and people wanted to copy him. I don't want to bleed that. Oh, I guess this is why they call it Vampile, huh? Bleeding Siri unironically better? Isn't Bleeding Siri the same thing? There is a heat wave. I can heat wave it, but then I don't have an answer to Kelly. I'm probably still heat waving it. Just not entirely sure how I win no matter what I do. Beast just feels worse. Bleeding Beast represents more tempo. Not that it matters. I guess there's situations where Bleeding Beast can be worse. Or like maybe it boosts above the tallest unit because you bled. I don't Seems kind of irrelevant to you. It's still taking the second bleed damage. Wait. He played Kelly now? Huh. So... pass now? So he's got Ciri, Yigger, and Azrael. Probably Nithral too, because everyone's playing Nithral in this deck right now. We have a lot of stuff out of him. Aside from, like, not being able to kill a Ciri. Doesn't seem that bad. We played Heatwave on Ciri Dash. Try to not get completely buried. Why Nithral now? I don't know. People are just playing it. I think every deck that I've run into this season had been Nithral in it.
Your blood smells sweet.
Monster's my favorite faction this season. I really don't have a favorite faction this season. So Nero number 2. I'm gonna have to just play this again. It's parasited last turn. It's thundered this next turn. So I played 8 thunder. Whatever.
Yield and save me some time.
Yep. Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. I don't even know how much value there is in saving leader charges, but this is what we're doing. Here's the Azrael. At least that's gone. I can still consume his Kelly. This is what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Just save the bigger card. it's a little better with less SK. Just less Veil running around. What am I looking for? Phantom and Beast are both pretty good. That's good for me. Oh, does he still have his heat wave? He does, right? Not gonna get to use my leader charge. Oh. It's a reason to play the Osra last.
You talked enough.
Nice deck. Okay, never mind. Apparently it wins anyway.
If you believe in any gods, pray to them now.
Overwhelming hunger. The best in our deck. I'm not sure what everybody's playing on ladder. I know a few people played the Revenant's deck. I'm sure some people are still playing Shield Wall. Both are totally reasonable picks. Any ranks can Dragolarva carry? Dragolarva can carry you all the way to pro rank. I promise. My Nekurats. Riders. I guess we play Plumbered. Probably just passing. Yeah. No reason to throw quality at him. Yeah, we can do our data detour after this game if we remember. Get that out of here. You can do Broxa Goliath. Yeah, he's gotta push vampires, right? He doesn't have a good answer to Ori. That's a little scary. So this plays for 14, 15. So I'm good to not use a charge. Jam the Goliath. I'm gonna have to play the Cave Troll. Could jam the Aniro, get the Beast. Have that ticking. Stay in range to take with you again. Play this at 3. If I use a leader charge, I get ahead. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wave at the Yigern. I want to get the Goliath down then. What is this? Leader charge again to stay ahead. Seems worth. So Maroon and Manticore are both gone. I don't need to worry about those. Yeah, sure. This looks fine. Hero can be Striga, Queen of the Night, something like that. Not sure how relevant checking the Ori is. If he had Parasite, he probably would have. Oh, Parasite's already gone. It's 1 point. Not even necessarily a point either, because now I can maybe get bleed value on the Ori deploy. This is fine. Plague Maiden Glusty? I have no idea. I was unaware they were Plague Maiden decks playing Glusty. Yeah, I don't think he has any removal left. I guess that's a thing. Guess I'm strigging, or guess I'm tutoring Queen of the Night.
Your blood smells sweet.
Should be good here, right? Effectively an 8-point Queen of the Night. I only get 7 on the Striga. Hey, Mando. That went well.
Any last words?
Oh, Operator Crows. I played a little on patch day, but the Rage of the Sea nerf was just too much. I couldn't get the deck to work. Because before it was like an Axel Bone Talisman deck. But losing the Beast Body and Rage of the Sea getting worse. Just couldn't find a list that worked. You mean again? We never stopped scraping data. Yeah, Gwent was an incredible resource. That's sort of what I want to try to reproduce with tournament mode data, but there needs to like be a functional tournament mode, and people need to play in tournaments for that data to be produced. Very sad we can't just get that from ladder anymore. Might Gwent up die? Homecoming. They reworked the client and they couldn't scrape the data from the client anymore. That have been private after YouTube started being hidden? No, not really. Kind of. They hid MMRs for whatever reason. But they didn't have the data that we had in beta since Homecoming. I think like a month after they hid usernames, they hid MMRs. Whoops. It also lets people adjust for what the meta is more easily. When you know what's good, you can try to build decks to beat what's good. Especially when everyone knows what's good, you can try to build decks to beat what's good. Whereas in early metas, you're just trying to find like the best deck in a vacuum. It's like good against the junk that everyone else is playing. Information's what makes metagames develop.
The time has come.
Not enough information you can make metas stale, though. It happens both ways. When the meta just stays in this form of like people not really knowing what's good, but sort of knowing what's good, not knowing what counters function to beat what everyone assumes is the best deck, people just play all the best decks. You never get to that next metagame layer without data. And it's not like Gwent doesn't get stale incredibly fast now. If you don't believe me. Gwent up peaked when there were no patches. Yeah, like the metagame kept developing. In part because there were these weekly meta reports that showed there was developments being made. Without those meta reports, people wouldn't have known that like soldiers are suddenly putting up high win rates on ladder. People wouldn't have made those meta shifts. Like soldiers, one of the best decks in the post-drought metagame wasn't discovered until like a month and a half into the patch.
Full service.
Which soldiers deck? The Sentry soldiers deck. The soldiers deck. I don't know how else to say it. Slave infantry sentry. I think it's the best deck this patch. I don't know. What's the data say? It's like the very highest level Syndicate has the highest win rate, which is a little silly. And our monsters all seem reasonable. I don't really know what people are playing in those factions. I don't really have a huge opinion. I don't play this game competitively right now. There's a leader, yeah. Our swarm deck's good. Swarm decks are overall kind of low on points, but when the metagame's kind to them, they can be worth playing. I would say they were probably in a better spot last season, just because there was more shield wall. And the swarm decks are pretty good at beating up on shield wall. But it depends on the swarm deck. No? What would that have to do with anything? We just Syndicate's a hard faction to play optimally, and playing optimally makes a big difference. Switching to LR when I had the chance. Still just, I don't know, nothing about that game interests me. If I wanted to jump ship to another card game, I'd probably jump ship to Magic Arena. I mean, it depends what you mean by much easier. There's still very few players that are actually playing optimally. Possibly nobody is actually playing optimally. But there's just like, given the way people currently play, the players that are playing the best. It's not like Gwent's a simple game.
Your blood smells sweet.
Magic gets stale just as fast as Gwent. It depends. There's more formats to play in Magic. When one format gets stale, just jump to another. The more Eternal formats tend to not get stale in my experience, too. Though those formats are not the most supported on Arena, I suppose. I'm just a Thrive here. What part of Gwent?
Your skull will make a fine tanker.
I mean, it's mostly just like managing your card quality in every matchup. But like, it's not one thing. Bleeding's a part of managing card quality. The power creep historic is ruined by the same cards as standard. Yeah, I don't know. Arena only being standard was a big reason why I didn't get into it. I've never been big on standard, and it seems like the last couple of years standard has been even more of a shit show. Yeah, the new mulligan rule makes mana feel not quite as infuriating. I don't think my enjoyment of Gwent has anything to do with Witcher 3. I also have played Witcher 3. Pretty sure we lose. It's been fun though. Oh.
Rena, we'll tend your ankle biters too.
I guess I'll take it. So wait, he damaged the Yigern with the bronze dude in hopes that he would get 2 Herald pings on it?
Any last words?
Yeah, I mean, that game we won round 1 and got round control, though. The longer round is definitely better for us. We got no Ori value in the previous game for a completely different reason. Winning round 1 is a powerful strategy. Guess we just keep bleeding his stuff. No, I can't bleed that one.
Will, and that's how we'll end you.
Huh.
How beautiful these golden fields.
No, I can't bleed that one either.
Stop me!
Good Skellige. I don't know, I guess.
Women, children, elders.
Okay, we should be okay. This is pretty good. Oh. I think about Blood Moon. Cards like Invader kind of screw you. if you play it. Huh. So Wild Boar is gone. I have a pass if I want to take it. We'll probably push, maybe. I don't know, let's see how this goes. This is what, Wild Boar for a Parian Phantom. Something graveyard against SK. Don't currently have an Azrael target. I guess I could play to Brick War of Clans with Azrael. Queen of the Night, try to pick up one of these three? Two, really? Basically a wash. I've played a reasonable amount of games with Blood Moon, and it's just... While it'll often play for its provision value, it rarely plays for more, and there are games where it's just trash. And for a clunky card, that's not what you want out of it. We win? No. Almost. Almost.
Barrels of burning pitch.
Okay. Well, Mr. Opponent's got a lot of bronzes. Unfortunately, Mr. Opponent is not playing units that I can bleed. Be 15 for 10 and they're not good. Yeah, the problem is like when you look at games like this, where I still haven't had an opportunity to play a Blood Moon.
I've got you like fishes.
Do kind of have units to bleed.
Up and at him, you lazy bastard! Very good. Sleep when you're dead. You don't boast to the crabs while they still live.
I don't know, man. I think this is better than just heat waving the Arnie off, to be honest. Also put this Ori to the wrong side of the beast. More things I don't want to bleed. Spell is better than E-Wave. Yeah, it's true. Playing into tar removal anyway. It's the beast. Okay, what do you got? Hey, we definitely beat that one. Few too many bronzes for Mr. Opponent.
You shall die, worm.
Is Bloody Flail still a card? Has that been reworked yet? It has been a very long time since I saw Bloody Flail see play. Maybe this hand can win round one. It's missing a Nekurat. Got it in a cake recently. I guess not them.
No audiences. He's down today.
You're seeing blood scent everywhere? You should be. You just hit a weird string of luck. What did Flail do in beta? It was like forbidden magic, right? It damaged a unit and spawned a Revenant, I think. Maybe?
There you go, or I'll take your bones instead.
Happy to see this coming out. That card is scary later. Flail was a charge thing early Homecoming. But that wasn't a mechanic from beta.
Will you banish us like you did Varax's father?
Fair Witchers for 25? You mean 15? Oh, yeah. Classic Greatsword versus Viper battles. Yeah. It's a pretty brutal matchup. So we see an Enslave come out. Can I get another leader charge out of him? If I go, like, Purify Ping?
Be not afraid. This'll only hurt you.
So we get all of his charges, but he's winning on even now. Golden as a mirror, yeah. Silver Witches were, I guess, not turbo trash. They were somewhat played. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. If I use a leader charge, I'm still competitive. He's watching, sad. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11. Need 14. So now I can't play this on Thrive. Oh, did I not count Katakan? I'm still short. I think I needed 2 charges? I'm not sure. It's Defender. Okay. Do I get round 1 after yoinking all of his leader charges? That's exciting. Go to Nero Striga. I know I want to play the Aniro. Can AA to get ahead? His AA is gone.
Not without good reason. Hold the stern.
Doesn't even get ahead. Okay, so no more AA, 4 card round 3, no defender. 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, Selkirk Varaxis remaining. But not that big of a deal with no charges. So it's gonna be probably Azrael off of the Aniro.
Left, right, left, right.
Yeah, watch times never worked. I might have to enable some setting that I never bothered to enable. Okay. It's a stream elements built in. We win!
Unleash the squall! Attack!
Ash. So I guess aggressively pushing for round 1 again. Let people place what they want to place. It's whatever. When's the boss? After this one. That's the link. It's a couple messages up. Also, stream raiders. Oh, my site? That one, or this one, depending on what you're looking for.
Don't get caught. Hit him between the legs.
Jam the larvas. Opponent connection lost. Okay. There's been a lot of that tonight. People's connections wavering a bit. More than usual.
Ah, to see a fear one day with mine own eyes.
Yeah. I don't want to heat wave that. No idea what they're gonna be doing in December. Just click this to kill a spender, but they just Philippa, I'm pretty happy.
Nose, mouth, any hole will do.
I don't know, maybe we can just like keep up with the Saul. He does only have the one engine. Nice. Maybe. They have a lot of things they could do. Sort of impossible to speculate with no information. Begin the push. I gotta be careful about getting the cave troll Philippa. pretty soft to real defenders. No. I think SK is generally fine. They've got some Veil, they've got some Pseudo Veil. Hey, Redray, thanks for the host. Welcome, everybody.
You got a sea beast swimming
Hope
in
your
there.
stream went well. I mean, Saul's already gone. I'll take that. Hey man, sometimes just don't want to play Gwent. I get it. I definitely get it.
Why work what you can simply take?
At least the cave troll will be in the wrong row. No, nothing really. You can request songs if you want, but not a whole lot to do with the channel points. Yeah, draft should be fun. Definitely looking forward to draft.
Still, my silent often no cries.
You can influence polls, that is true.
How many sweet rolls could I get for a dime?
Hell yeah. Yeah, this is not the first time we've given our opponent a pretty good Igni on 7s. Head in the graveyard for the Azrael.
They're all corpses, except sometimes they're quite fresh.
Yeah, boat's dying. Okay. Whoa. Okay. Mr. Opponent? I think you need to spend a coin. Got him. People make mistakes. It wasn't the easiest thing to count. There's Peaches, Bleed, Orianna. Maybe he thought his boat was coming back. He thought he was on Horde for some reason. He still has Philippa.
Sit back, close your eyes. I'll wash it all away.
I want to be very careful with this Philippa.
Fish take for
Nothing
breakfast,
tickles my
lunch, and
tits
dinner.
quite like a
That's
good
the dream.
Oh, that's a 6. Okay, well, maybe not that careful with the Philippa. Whoops. That's gone. We get the beast down. And then a Nero, Yigger, and Azrael. Hey, yellow.
Why shield wall bad when I play?
Thanks for the 8 months. I don't know. Are we short? Oh. Oh. Sad.
Any last words?
Slave 6. So I've got to be really careful with my beasts.
Give no quarter!
That's a Tibor. I don't know how I feel about this. Lost Master to Defender is sort of a big deal. It's like a Damien deck. Oh, so that's like trees and the larvas. There's no reason to not put this on the end, right? Milled, but we might be. I'm not sure what's going on here. And this should have been over on this side, so I could TA this. Happy to play the Striga if the Yigern lives. Okay, opponent just passes anyway. We got some good trades. We got some really good trades. It gives up round control for them. Probably just gonna click that. Isn't that what that genre is, though? You kind of know that's what you're signing up for when you start playing one of those games. Yoink. Try to save the last leader charge. Goes to 8, which is out of range of a lot of things.
A highly curious case.
I don't know, a lot of the difficulty in Eve is just like... I don't know. Never mind. I guess there's a lot of like hidden things to combat. Okay, there's the yoink. You can go to the Ori. Still get the Ori. But I still have my pass. So is he hyper then? Keyboard Vilga gone. His yoink is gone. Exploration the most. Yeah, I don't know. The PvE in Eve felt really shallow. Okay, we get Nuvid. A lot of the interesting stuff in Eve comes from player interaction, which you don't get a lot of from guides. I should have just kept the Bruxa. I don't know what I wanted.
Let their blood break their bones and spirit.
No! Does the Milled Queen of the Night make us lose now? Yep. I don't know. I'm gonna have to do this. That's pretty good. If I kill it now, I lose a bit of natural selection value. I don't know. Play Sword of Unitless for a little while longer.
Wars are won with discipline, my lords.
Good night, dude. Maybe get a Strigga this turn.
Target acquired.
What do you got? Is it bigger than Azrael? Or is it a treason? Uh-oh.
Nothing will stop us.
You should beat this. Just double check that there is a Yigger in here. Okay, didn't end up mattering. Would have been very sad if the needing to use Heat Wave on Defender lost us that game. Hey YouTube, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. There should be other videos you can watch over here and over here. Be sure to check out my Patreon in the video description, and I stream every day on Twitch from 1 AM to 7 AM, and you can find that link in the description below as well. Deck lists are in the description as always. Thanks for watching.